Welcome to a new video of my channel. I'm the PC Collector, and today I have another curious board for us to see in action. In this video I'm going to restore an IBM Aptiva board which I had lying around and for which I have been trying to make a sort of replica case that I'll show you later, and well, which is what has been keeping me a bit busy lately. This board is a kind of interesting one, although it's a pretty much standard ATX board. It's a very early ATX board. As you can see here, it has the AT connectors, but it has this one extra connector, which means that it can use very early ATX PSUs as well as AT1s. This is from before the ATX standard was defined, and so it still uses AT PSUs, but has this additional connector which has the electronic control like in a normal ATX PSU. Other than that detail, is pretty much a very normal board for its time. It has a Pentium MMX running at 200 MHz, and in the case of this machine, I'm not going to use any other expansion card because it has an onboard ATI Rage 3D, which is better than anything I have. And it has also an onboard Crystal sound card, which is a Sound Blaster clone, which should be more than enough for this machine. And the use I will be likely doing of it. You can see that it was a very early ATX board in the fact that it only has 6 expansion slots, because these two share a slot, so it only has 3 PCI and 4 I supports, but only 6 of those ports can be used at once. In this case, it's not going to be a problem because I'm not going to be using any of them. So, first of all, I'm going to fit it with some RAM, for which I'm going to look for 2 64 megabyte RAM slots. I'm going to try and see if I have PC100 or even PC66 slots, because PC133 would be waste on this machine. Okay. Some people has been telling me that I use a lot of RAM on all those machines, and well, my answer to that is why not? I mean, I know that back then memory was expensive and whatnot, but it is no longer the case. I have plenty of RAM of this kind lying around, And even if not, even nowadays you can find brand new modules which are really cheap. So yeah, I'm going to be using these two modules, which I think that are going to be the more adequate ones. So yeah. Yeah, I never knew why that module was so massive. I kept it more as a curiosity than anything else. I never thought I'd ever use it on a machine, because I'm pretty sure that it's only that it's PC66 or PC100, and well, it's massive. So yeah, this is a good time to use it. And well, for this I'm going to be using this case, which is a modern case. It's a modern case that I kind of tweak so it looks more or less like an original IBM case, because well, I had it lying around. It's a cheap case that, well, if it gets broken nobody is going to miss it. So I did some research online so I could more or less make it look as close as possible to the original case. And now I realize that I only have 6 of those. I'm going to need the 9, so let's see if I have. Wait a moment, I need to check for more. I need to get more of those thingies to get the board in place. Okay, I'm back, and let's see if I have. I'm going to take one out. And look for similar ones. So yeah, I have to be careful because this case is quite flimsy, so I might bend it if I'm not careful. Oh, come on. Get screwed in. Yes, as you can figure, I treat the tripod while moving the case. What the hell, this isn't. Well, it doesn't get screwed in. I don't know why. It just doesn't. Well, okay. Okay, let's go get another tool. So let's convince the damn thing to get in place. Yeah. I knew I could convince. The thing to get into position. So now we have it ready to accept the board. So let's carefully insert it like here. No, that's a problem because it has to enter like that, but it can because the floppy drive is in the way. I'd rather not. I'd rather not because it was quite difficult to place the. Okay. Okay, I managed to get the board into position. Sweet. As you can see, this place, which is where the first slot would be, is not. Doesn't match with any slot at all on the board. So now let's screw the board in. Come on. The case is so bad that one of the supports for the separators just broke. What kind of screws do that shit use? Now PSU, which of course I place to the wrong side. Yes, I did. Okay, now the PSU connectors. When plugging in an AT PSU, make sure that the connectors are plugged in with the black cables one next to the other, because if they have not the cables, because if you plug in the other way, you have plugged it wrong and you will blow up the board upon connecting it. So both PSU connectors, the control connector, and now I'm going to let's see. Reset switch should be this one. HDD LED is this one in theory. Oh, power switch is this one, according to what it says on the board. And the power LED is these two. Okay, it seems like a weird configuration, but it could be. Okay, I'm going to replace the battery, which is pretty much dead. I don't know why batteries have to be made so hard to unpack. It's not like if they were going to be going anywhere. So now okay, let's plug in the floppy drive, and let's put in a CD-ROM drive. I had a CD-ROM drive prepared for this, but now I don't find it. Where the hell has it gone? So, okay. I have all the cables I need. Although it's not really needed, I'm going to try again to make one of those things work at the same time with a 5-inch floppy and a 3.5-inch one, because I'm just stubborn on that, and I have to manage to make it work. Okay, no, it won't be in this machine. It won't be in this machine because, yeah, the drive is too big. Maybe in the upper slot. Now it seems that the drive is simply too big for. Now there won't be room to connect it. No, the drive is too big for this case. So no, I'm not trying. Drives are too big, because even, where did I leave the cable? Here. Okay, let's suppose I plug this. No, this doesn't fit on this case. So yeah, no, I can't. Well, it got stuck. Why it got stuck? So yeah, I cannot use that floppy on that. So yeah, let's just place first IDE cable, and let's connect the secondary IDE cable for the CD drive. Let's plug it in. Now let's screw it in. Okay, you probably will be wondering what I plan to use as a hard drive on this. And if you watched my first video on the Pentium Pro, you might be guessing the answer. As I intend to use the same thing I use on that occasion, once I find a good position to place it, if you saw that video, you'll probably remember how it had questionable performance on the Pentium Pro, but that was because of using Windows NT. This machine is using Windows 98, so it shouldn't be an issue. I think this is going to be the best position if I find two holes which match more or less. Yes, I more or less found two. Holes which match. Okay. I'm going to be placing it here, but first I need some material. You think how hard can be screwing something in? as well. Okay, now an 8 GB card, and we should be ready. Oh no, of course we're not, because I forgot the floppy drive.